Lindsey Graham has spent much of his life in public. Welcome to the channel Fame Express. For decades, voters, critics, and supporters have watched him from a distance, often believing they understood exactly who he was. Yet public figures can become strangely familiar and strangely unknown at the same time. People often see the politician. They rarely see the person returning home at the end of the day. Throughout his career, Lindsey Graham built a reputation as someone willing to navigate difficult political terrain. That path brought influence, visibility, and intense scrutiny. Every statement seemed to generate a reaction. Every decision invited judgment. In that environment, privacy becomes increasingly rare. What makes a story interesting is not simply politics. It is the contrast between public expectation and private reality. For many years, Graham's life has been discussed more than it has been understood. Conversations frequently focus on strategy, alliances, and public appearances. The quieter parts of life rarely receive the same attention. Yet those quieter moments are often where the most human truths exist. Away from cameras and headlines, home represents something different. Not power, not debate, not public performance. Home is where public figures become ordinary people again. It is where reflection replaces speeches, and where the constant noise of public life briefly fades into the background. That reality becomes more meaningful when viewed through the lens of a long career. Decades spent under scrutiny can create a unique kind of isolation. Millions may recognize a face, while very few truly know the individual behind it. The pressure is difficult to measure because it accumulates slowly, year after year. And still, life continues beyond public perception. As time passes, legacies become more complicated. People are remembered not only for victories or controversies, but for endurance. They are remembered for how they navigated challenges, adapted to changing circumstances, and carried themselves through moments of uncertainty. Whether someone agrees with Lindsey Graham's politics or disagrees entirely, there is something universally human about that journey. Public service demands sacrifices that are often invisible. Personal time becomes limited. Privacy becomes fragile. The line between public and private life grows thinner with every passing year. Perhaps that is why stories about where public figures live attract so much attention. People are searching for something real behind the headlines. They are looking for the person rather than the persona. In the end, homes, titles, and public offices all become secondary to a larger question: how will a life be remembered? That answer is rarely found in a headline. It is found in the character, choices, and experiences that shape the person behind the public image. If this story gave you something to think about, share your thoughts in the comments, leave a like, and subscribe to Fame Express for more thoughtful documentaries exploring the lives behind the headlines.